Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back to Two Sides, One Story. I'm Jay.
This is Money.
Let's get it. Episode 7.
7.
And
hey, we held true to that. 3 episodes.
3 episodes a week. Let us know if y'all want more. We'll see what we can do. But like
more.
I said, we
he be trying to load our little plate up. Talk
we
about
work
some more.
So we work. So we get them in
when we can,
but we'll make sure we got at least 3 for y'all for the week. So
at least. And again, we do want to try and do that live too. So I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna try and do it. Pete the Star Wars shirt. Let me so I can see. Okay. All right, you ready? All right. First question says, what advice would you give to other couples experiencing challenges in their marriage? What advice would you give to them?
Advice? I mean, the advice I would give anybody is stay consistent, stay prayed up, keep the main thing the main thing.
What's the main thing, Josh?
The main thing is your relationship. The main thing is your marriage. I mean, that's the main thing. I mean, what else matters? I mean, shit, nobody else matter. Keep people out of y'all business, mothers included.
Mothers especially. No,
mothers, I mean, not to say keep everything internal, because you're going to talk to some people. Don't get me wrong. You're going to talk to some people. You're going to express your feelings to somebody else outside of your spouse, but make sure that that's your safe box. Make sure they ain't going around telling your business to other people. Oh, listen, Wooty Woo told me of that. Wooty Woo, 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 and then everybody looking at y'all crazy. So keep the main thing the main thing. Love on each other. I mean, things gonna get hard. Everything ain't gonna always be roses and sunny sunshine. It's gonna be a storm and it's gonna be some rain. So just make sure y'all together enough so y'all can weather that, and you should make it out to the other side. I mean, that's the advice that I could give anybody, not just couples, just anybody. Keep the main thing the main thing.
Right.
Whatever you're doing, keep that the main thing.
I should put that on the shirt.
Yeah, the main thing, the
keep
main
the
thing.
Main thing, the main thing.
I mean, I feel like, like I said, everybody gonna go through something with somebody or by yourself. But at the end of the day, if the main thing is the main thing, yes, indeed.
Okay. I think that's gonna be a catchphrase. Keep the main thing a main thing. I'm about to put that somewhere. I would have to piggyback off that. Say absolutely. Just make sure that communication at the very least. That you have somebody who knows how to communicate. Now, my thing is this. I know that sometimes we get really caught up on potential, and I do that because sometimes that potential doesn't flourish into something else. And sometimes it could just be potential and that person never reaches it. So I do think that communication, I mean, when you guys get into an argument, does this person at least try to do better and actually put forth an effort to do better and not just running their mouth all the time? Like my daddy used to say, people can be in your face all day and tell you that they love you all day, but you judge somebody by, do they show up for you, by how they treat you. That's how you judge a person, not by what they say, because they can say anything to you. Anything will sound sweet. But does this person show up for you when you need them? Does this person, if you're like, hey, I got a flat tire, babe, can you come da 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 da? And they're like, hey, I'm on the way, or let me call AAA until I can get there, something. Is this person proactively trying to be a part of your life? And that's in every aspect, whether it's family, friends, how is he like with his family, or how is she like with her family? Do they look like they can be a good partner when it comes to having children? Like, these are things that I wish I would have paid attention to before I got with Josh. I wish I would have paid attention to that, and that would have probably helped me weed through so many other people that I was dealing with before. Like, people shouldn't be projects that you have to fix. Like, you should And I'm not saying that this person is going to be already ready made, but depending on what age you are, it's just things that they should have just at the very least, at the bare, you know what I'm saying? At the bare minimum, like that they should have. So I feel like that is the best advice that I can give you. Like, just when you're experiencing those challenges, can this person really, are they really going to be able to get through this with you? Are they going to be able to get through this with you? Simple as that. So again, keep the main thing. And make sure that you also, you know what I'm saying, looking out for those other things. Like, especially when you're on a dating phase, like, so you guys can minimize the challenges that you guys do face if you guys do decide to get married. So I say that's the best answer that I got.
Main thing, the main thing.
The main thing, y'all. Keep put a pin in that. That's gonna be something serious. Next question says, what lessons have we learned in our marriage that we wish we may have learned earlier? Ooh. Should I answer that first?
Mm-hmm. Good.
Dang, that's a tough one. Because it's hard to pinpoint like which one, just one thing that we wish we would have known earlier on. You know what? I wish we would have known that we was gonna be here 10 years later. Cause all those little petty little arguments we used to have at the very beginning, maybe we wouldn't have thought so much about it. But then I feel like those kind of things, going through those kind of things with your partner is really what set the tone for you. You know what I'm saying? For you and your relationship. That's a tough one. What you think? What do you think that if we would have known earlier on, like could it have changed like the trajectory of how our relationship is now?
You can't really answer that when you got hindsight already and you know how things turned out. You can't really. So? No, you can't really. Stuff that I could say. I wish we would have had the mindset we got now as far as arguments. Right. That's one thing I
was say, terrible, y'all.
But who? Yeah, you could say you knew you was gonna be with somebody forever. But yeah, like she said, you could say whatever. You could say whatever you want to say to somebody. Those are just words. But nobody know going into any relationship if this is gonna work out or not. I feel like if you just so hell bent on knowing something before it happens, you setting yourself up for failure. Because most of the time you get with somebody and y'all rock in the first 5, 6, 7, 8 months, and his real true character come out or her real true character come out, and it's something that you don't like. That's when you get on social media going back and forth posting, the niggas ain't y'all know how it
don't
goes.
Do that.
So, and then you end up back with the person anyway. So you're making yourself look crazy. Now everybody know your business.
Or think they know your business.
Everybody know what you let them know already. So.
And that's the only reason why I hate that subbing when you're mad at somebody on social media, is because you give people a window, the opportunity to comment on your life.
You give them an invitation into your relationship, and then you get mad when
they got something to say.
You posted it on.
So you're putting it out. Exactly. If you want to vent, you can get a diary, or a journal,
go see a therapist,
or go see a therapist,
counselor, wherever.
Do not do that. That is like the most embarrassing thing. And don't get me wrong, I know it's the urge. Like you just want to out this person so bad.
What is social media? What is outing them on social
media?
But
what is outing them on social media going?
You get that off, and then
that's for anybody.
You get that off, and he or she give you what you want the next day.
And then what?
I'm sorry, and then you delete it. But everybody
already
screenshotted it and
you've been in somebody's group chat,
you going off on a rant or whatever, and they're gonna always remember that. So like I said, keep people out of your business.
That's the best thing you can do.
Keep the wrong people out of your business.
Right. At least keep one or two people that you know you can trust to build your business.
It's gonna be people that you feel like you could talk to and speak that love back into you and into your spouse or whatever. But all people don't want to see you happy, and that's including some of your close friends. So everybody happy for you, or they say they happy for you,
Until
but
you doing better than
until
them.
you doing better than them, and they'll start showing their true colors. So
Right.
that's
And
pretty much all
those
I got for that.
people that I was saying earlier that you would put your trust in, make sure those are people who support you and support you being married. And at every turn, it's not going to be like, oh, well, maybe you shouldn't be with that person. Or they always trying to figure out for you to break up or not want to be together. Like, that's unless, sometimes you just be having those situations where your friends is really trying to tell you the truth. So you really have to be cognizant and really pay attention to those signs. Know the difference between somebody who's actually telling you that because they love you and they see you going through something, or that because they're jealous. You got to know the difference. So, yeah. Next question. How do you feel when your partner makes you feel like your feelings are insignificant? Like when you're telling them something about like how you feeling about how maybe they did something that make you feel some kind of way, and they make you feel like, oh, that's no big deal. Why are you worried about that? Like, how does that make you feel?
Well, I used to do that. I ain't gonna lie. I used to do that, and I've learned over the years that you might think it ain't that serious, but if your spouse is telling you that they're feeling some kind of way about it, I mean, you might genuinely feel like, okay, it ain't that serious, but don't voice that to them. I mean, hear them out, acknowledge what they saying, try to see how you can fix the problem, and move forward from there. But I used to do that. I ain't even gonna lie. I used to do that. Like, man, it ain't even that serious, or woo 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 woo, and it used to blow up. It used to blow up after that, and then, you're basically belittling their feelings or making them feel like their feelings isn't important to you. So you don't want to do that. But I used to do it. I'm trying to get better. You know,
And you have, and I've
I'm,
been
I'm
really proud. We haven't had that issue in a
right.
very,
I'm
very long
trying to get
time.
better on that. So
Because I think what it
time
is,
will tell. But
we're
that's
two
it for
different
that, right?
people.
Yeah.
So
So
whereas it's something that will make me upset,
right.
it may not make him upset.
Right.
So I would have to try and explain, like, because we're two totally different people. Our feelings are different. So even though I'm coming to you telling you something, um and you may not think it's a big deal, that's okay, but you at least not acknowledge the fact that it's a big deal for me, and at least, you know what I'm saying, at least try and play to that. Like, I know sometimes it get annoying, and I know us as women sometimes we can be I know sometimes we can be just all unhinged sometimes, but there's other ways that you can, like, say, like, okay, well, maybe that's not a big deal, but maybe not in that moment, but maybe you can also show that person, like, okay, but look, hey, we can do it this way. Or, there's always two ways that you could do something. Or I'm really not trying to make you feel that way. Like, those are not my intentions, so I do apologize or whatever. Just, again, you shouldn't feel any kind of way, making your partner feel secure and confident within, you guys' relationship. So, yeah, feelings are feelings are tricky things. So just try not to be mean. That's the best way I can put it. I know sometimes I say things and Jay will be like, um, I didn't even say it like that. I didn't even say it like that. And he's right, he didn't. And sometimes I'll be putting words in his mouth because that's what I'm thinking he's saying, or that's why I'm assuming that that's what he's meaning when he's saying things, when it could be something totally
You
different.
know what they say when you assume?
I know.
So what they say?
I don't know.
when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Oh, that's what they say.
Assume.
Oh, I didn't think that. See.
ASSU me.
Oh,
Assume.
look at you. Teach the people something. Teach the people something.
Nah,
Didn't
but
know
yeah,
that.
so that's why I try not to assume, too much. I mean, sometimes you could get the logistics of what somebody's saying, trying to say, but she be doing that through text. And how you know I said it through text? Like,
You sound mad.
How you gonna tell me I
because
sound
you
mad?
sound mad in a text message, you do.
But,
and again, that's the flip side
right.
when you're texting. So again, yes, texting is good for us. It works for us, but then sometimes that's a flip side where you like Josh sometimes be like, okay, I need to call you because obviously
you doing a
right. Obviously, what I'm saying ain't getting through, so let me call you so we can hash this out. But yeah. So and again, and sometimes I know I say some things and I don't intend for him to take it a certain way, and he does. And sometimes I have to tell him, like, those aren't my intentions for you to take it that way because that's not how I mean it. I'm not meaning it to sound mean. I'm not meaning it to be, an asshole. Like I'm just saying, like this is how you made me feel. So I do that a lot, and I think that goes into our next question. What role does communication play in our marriage? And I'll start off with that one because again, big communication is like literally number one for us.
That and compromise.
Those two. Compromise and communication. Hey, 2 C's. Keep them 2 C's in your back pocket. What'd he say? Hey, in your back pocket. Because that's very important. Like, it's hard when you're trying to communicate with someone and you don't feel like you're getting through. And I feel like when me and Jay, when we get to that point where we're not listening, then that's when Jay
hang
like,
up on your ass. She hang up on me or whatever.
I know. And that's a childish nature.
No, it ain't, because before somebody say some more shit,
it be childish.
Hang up on your ass.
It's childish. It's childish.
Especially if you ain't letting me say what I need to say.
I'll be like, man.
But we've been getting better.
We've been getting really better.
We always get back to the,
I just know when he's silent, I know that he really wants to hang up, but he doesn't, and he holds it. So I appreciate you for doing that. I do, because I know he'd be wanting to click, like, girl, I'm at work. I'm not even gonna do it. But when he's silent, I know that is really like he really like, aren't you pissing me off? So I get the hint. I take the hint, and I'll be like, you know what? Maybe we should revisit this at a later time. And he'd be like, yeah. Or he'll say, Monica, let's just agree to disagree because obviously this conversation ain't going nowhere. So we'll table this for another day. And when I tell you that is so cringy to me, it is so cringy. I hate it. But at the end of the day, it's the best thing because he'd be right. So I ain't gonna hold you, sometimes I'll just be like, dang, but communication is definitely key. I think that we should always want to talk things out. Sometimes you just need to talk it out, and that's okay. If you're finding a brick wall, you get into a brick wall and you can't get past it, hey, let's table this for another day. Don't just sweep it under the rug though. Don't do that. But see if you guys can talk about it another day. I say when you give yourself some time to think, it helps you next time to, to get it together. Like, okay, maybe what I thought I would have said or didn't say when I was angry, I have time to really sit with my thoughts, think about it, and then now I can come to the table with something different. So I think that communication is definitely number one. And
it should be.
It should be. And then our last question is, what question should a new couple be asking each other to get to know one another? What's your sign? What color you like?
That's elementary school shit. I need to know I need to know your background history. I need to know if you've been with any other homies. Type shit.
Here he goes.
That's the shit you need to get out the way first, because not to say it doesn't happen, because you different walks of life. You're gonna run across the same people sometimes. Like, she used to talk to one of my friends. Well, yeah, she says she ain't, but I don't, But no, but she used to associate with one of my friends in high school. So it was a long time ago, way before we got together, way before I even hit her up and
right, and we were just
because
friends.
we got mutual friends. Like we had mutual friends before we even met each other.
Right,
Like,
and then we
I
had
went to
extra.
school with. I don't know if you want me to say his name on here though.
Please don't.
Right. No, I ain't talking about the person you used to talk to. I'm talking about. I was saying the
mutual friends that we have.
I don't know if he want. No,
probably not.
Probably not.
But he'll know who he is.
He know who he is. So if you tuned in,
you know,
if you tuned
hey
in,
bro.
Yeah. So we already have mutual friends. So I made sure I get the stuff out that you wanna.
Yeah, babe, you kind of cut off there, big dog.
Get the things out the way that you want to ask, and get the things out the way you want to ask, and
things that you want to know, things
that
you
want to know, things that are important to you, the deal breakers that you can't tolerate.
Mm-hmm. Those are important. Discuss those.
That's the kind of stuff you want to, all the what's your favorite color? Man, nobody can remember them colors. But kids, if you got kids, I mean, how many kids you got? How many baby daddies you got?
Oh, yeah, that's serious.
That's the
are
kind
they
of
good?
stuff.
Are they good
That's
people?
the kind of
Is
stuff
it a lot of stuff
are they crazy? Because I'll fire your ass up in here. But it's different now. It's different now because I ain't dated in so long. I don't even know. I don't know now. It's like
I heard the dating pool was pretty bad.
How many people you killed? They asking that. I mean, the way she's going down. I mean, how many blunts you smoke a day? Type shit. I don't know. It's been a while for me, and I can say it's been a while. What 2012, 2013?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Late 2014. I mean, think been off the market for a while, so I don't know what questions to ask now. I know that's probably not the answer that y'all wanted to hear, but
I say ask the questions though, y'all. Don't
ask the questions that you feel like you want to know
do not
before you give yourself to anybody, because you don't want to do the do first day and this nigga tell you, oh, I just got out of jail for murder, and then you already didn't get why? Oh, because I beat my ex-girlfriend,
and then here we are.
But you already didn't.
Or the biggest one too, especially if you have kids and you don't know that the person that you dating is a pedophile,
child molester or something, So it's and
you ain't did no background check, you ain't pay no attention, you don't even know.
Especially if you got little kids, because I've heard the story. Did you hear the story? Mm-hmm. The girl got with somebody and he was a predator,
and she didn't know.
And she didn't know, and she had all girls, and he was molesting them for a long time. I think he ended up killing one of the kids, and she found out.
That's another thing. Jay loved those first 48.
He was no. This was on. I think it was a documentary. I don't think it was First 48, but he was a registered sex offender already. He skipped states and didn't register in his state or whatever,
and nobody knew.
Went under the radar and did nobody know. And
there is a site. It's a nationwide site.
I got a thing I think those kind of people should never get out of jail. I know everybody deserves a second chance, but if you sick like that in the head to do something to some kids, you're going to always be sick, because it start off with just molestation and rape and all that, and it escalates to rape, homicide, because they be so desperate not to get told on and caught.
And then
what do you think they're going to do?
Yeah,
so,
So
but I don't want to get too serious on here talking about murder or whatever, but that's serious. So you should want to get those questions out the way. The serious stuff that you want to know, especially if you got kids and you expecting for this person to be around your kids. Mm-hmm. So right. So yeah, but I think that was our last question. Yeah, that was it. All right. So that's it for today, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep the main thing the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. Let's not forget that. See y'all next time.